Turning pain into power. The strength in vulnerability. A lesson from an old man who's been through it all. I don't need you to feel sorry for me. I don't care if you think my story's sad, tragic, or even a little outlandish. People like me don't need sympathy, and we sure as hell don't need your pity. If you're waiting for me to sit here and whine about the bad things that happened, you're barking up the wrong tree. But let me tell you something you probably haven't heard enough. There's power in pain. A power that makes you stand taller, hold your head higher, and walk through the storm like it's just another day in the life. See, I've lived long enough to know one simple truth. The world doesn't care about your pain. It doesn't owe you anything. And the faster you realize that, the faster you can get about turning all that hurt into something real, something lasting. No one gives a damn if you suffer, but trust me, they'll sure as hell notice when you rise from it. I wasn't always this way. Hell, I didn't always know how to turn the pain into power. I spent a lot of years letting the world break me, letting it push me around, and feeling like I was always the victim in some grand cosmic joke. It's easy to get stuck in that place, you know, the poor me mindset. But let me tell you something, it'll eat you alive. You wallow in that mess long enough, and before you know it, you're a shadow of the person you used to be. There was a time I thought I was going to stay down forever. I had every reason to. Lost a job, lost some friends, lost my sense of purpose. Felt like my world was falling apart at the seams. It wasn't just one thing, it was a dozen, 100 things piled on top of each other, until I couldn't even remember who I was before all the crap hit the fan. But let me tell you something, pain doesn't have to be the end. It can be a beginning. If you're lucky, you get to the point where you say, enough. Enough with feeling sorry for yourself. Enough with being the victim. You look at your broken pieces, you throw your shoulders back, and you tell the world to get in line. You don't ask for pity, you demand respect. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, but it's so hard. You don't understand what I've been through. Trust me, I get it. I've been through my fair share. But here's the thing, everyone has their battles. You think you're the only one who's been through hell. Newsflash, you're not special. You're just another person trying to survive in a world that doesn't always play fair. That's the game, kid. It's not about what happens to you. It's about how you handle it. People who think their pain is somehow unique. They hold on to it like it's their precious little secret, like no one's been through what they've been through. Let me tell you something. There's nothing new under the sun. The wounds you think are so deep, the struggles you think are so personal, they've been lived before by someone else, somewhere else. And guess what? They survived. So can you. I know you're scared. I know the thought of being vulnerable feels like walking through a minefield. It's easy to put up walls, to keep everyone out, to act like you've got it all together. But I'm telling you, that's the biggest lie you'll ever tell yourself. You want to be strong. You want to feel real power. Then open yourself up. Let people see you, even the parts that you're ashamed of. You think the world's gonna crumble if you show a little vulnerability? Newsflash, it won't. In fact, you might find that it's the thing that builds you up. I remember when I first figured that out. It was years after all the mess, all the pain. I thought I had to be this stoic, unfeeling man, tough as nails, never cracking. But the truth is, all those years of hiding behind a mask, they just made me miserable. It wasn't until I stopped pretending to be invincible that I finally started living. You don't need to wear a suit of armor. You don't need to hide your scars, those scars. They're your badges of honor. They're proof that you've fought and survived. You want strength? Vulnerability is the real power. It's the kind of power that doesn't bend or break. It's the kind that can't be taken from you. You can throw all the punches life has to offer, but if you stand tall and let it all roll off your back, you've already won. So I'm telling you right now, stop hiding. Stop playing the victim. Your pain doesn't define you. It's what you do with that pain that makes you who you are. Turn it into something stronger. Turn it into a weapon. Turn it into your power. And when you do that, there's not a single thing in this world that can knock you down. You've got what it takes. You always have. The question is, are you going to step into it? Or are you going to keep running from the one thing that could set you free? That's your call. But I'll tell you this, you're stronger than you think, and pain doesn't have to be your enemy. If you let it, it'll become your greatest ally. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of. The clock's ticking.